Welcome to Talk Dragon Ball, where I want to talk to you about anything, you guessed it, Dragon Ball. From Ball to Z and everything in between. I'm your host Kyokai1994, and today, I'm going to be analyzing one of the major villains in the entire series. This villain has put our heroes through the toughest of challenges to date in this series, and is a key player in the Dark Duo who want to wipe out all mortals. The villain in which I'm referring to is the powerful Goku Black. Goku Black is my favorite villain so far through the run of the series for a number of reasons, simple ones, like his motives and his background. Goku Black is a villain from the series Dragon Ball Super, and with the recent reveal of Merge Zamasu and Vegito on the way, it seems Goku Black's time in the series will be drawing to an end as this arc wraps up. Before that happens, I wanted to put a video out and analyze his background a little and the traits that make him shine over all the other villains in my eyes. Through the latest arc of Super, I've been glued to the screen waiting to see what was going to happen next. This being a new feeling I've had watching Dragon Ball Super recently, being that I've been a little disappointed with some of the aspects of the new show. The newest arc has brought my favorite villain into the Dragon Ball world. He has come with some scrutiny though, from the fans and a load of the community calling the story and actions of the character plagiarized, being ripped straight out of other mangas and animes. I understand the examples people have and give them credit for them. But I do want to state that plenty of TV that we have here in America is as well ripped off from other sources. Shows play off what's popular, so of course they're going to play off other works. Writers also use other inspiration for their works, so let's cut them all a little bit of slack. I feel I should first start with the setting and the backstory for the character for any of you who have been waiting for the sub or just haven't been keeping up with the series as it airs. I will be talking about plots in the new arc, so anyone who has not seen it and doesn't want to be spoiled, I will be giving a spoiler warning. Goku Black is a strong warrior wreaking havoc on future Trunks' timeline. When he is first revealed in the series as a Black Shadow figure, he is seen killing the beloved Bulma in front of Trunks' eyes. The land is shown as obliterated, and it appears the world only has a pocket of survivors. Trunks fights to stay alive and barely manages to get to the time machine and make it back to the past. Out of all timelines we had to pick to make any worse, we had to pick poor old Trunks' timeline. Trunks then tells Goku, Vegeta, and the rest about what is happening in his time. Goku wants to see how strong Trunks is, so they spar. The sudden spike in ki between the two fighters brings Goku Black to the merge in their timeline. Goku and him fight until his time ring is hit, and the disturbance in the time sends Goku Black back into his time. After Return to the Future, he tries to tap into the Saiyan power, later obtaining a transformation of his own. While trying to fight Goku Black and repairing the second time machine, Goku, Beerus, and Whis go in search of a key that is very similar to Goku Black's. They end up in Universe 10 to meet Zamasu. This leads us to learn about Zamasu, who is a Kaioshin in training under Gowasu, and has been struggling with his role as a Kaioshin. He thinks that the mortals should be punished for the crimes that they have caused with the weapon of knowledge they have been given by the Kais. After fighting Goku, the last string snaps in Zamasu's head. Zamasu then comes up with a plan that starts a battle which transcends time and space. He plans to kill the Gowasu of his time and take the time ring and use the Dragon Balls to make the wishes for his plans. This Zamasu that Goku fights is the Zamasu of Universe 10, who eventually turns into Goku Black. One reason he is my favorite villain is that he is born from circumstance. If Trunks would have never traveled back in time in Z, and again in Super, the time loop would have never happened, meaning no Goku Black. No time disturbance, no character. Since Goku and Beerus were allies, we never got to see an all-out fight with a god, no holds barred. And after taking Gowasu's Putaras, that is exactly what we get with Zamasu as a god. After possessing the Putara, he uses the time ring to gather all the Super Dragon Balls. Goku Black came to creation from a wish that Zamasu made. The essence of Zamasu was put inside the Saiyan body of Goku. With his new body, he then slaughtered Goku, Chi-Chi, and Goten in one ambush. He went to Trunks' timeline so he could exterminate all mortals with no interruption, this being because there was no god of destruction for that universe. The Kaioshin had been killed by Dabura in Trunks' time, so no Kaioshin means no god of destruction. Goku Black then recruits that time Zamasu. Another wish is made on the Super Dragon Balls for the future Zamasu's body to be immortal. They then destroy the orbs so no wishes can be used on them ever again. The duo of Goku Black and Zamasu are now trying to fulfill the Zero Mortals plan by killing all of our heroes in battle for the future we will soon see a climax of. This battle will be a fusion on fusion fight, and I cannot wait to see how this ends. Now that we have most of the setting and background for this character briefly described, I will tell you some of the reasons I enjoy this villain and can say he is my favorite in the franchise, at least so far. Frieza wanted to be the ruler of all. Cell wanted to be perfect and take out the entire universe just to prove his strength. Boo was evil released upon this Earth that needed to be taken care of. Goku Black is different. He has a very simple set of motives that makes the show have such a dark tone. He just wants justice. Justice for the universes and planets that mortals have ruined with their constant war. In his mind, he has justified this as a good deed, and through his apprenticeship struggled with the parameters of his role as a Kaioshin, and wanted to enact justice on the mortals. Since he is so set on his new path, you get to see a dark and cold side of this Kaioshin who is essentially becoming a new god of destruction for the universe of Trunks. With this mindset, Goku Black wipes out planets and destroys almost all life. After meeting with Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks again in the future, we get to see a reason that this character stands out. We get to see vengeance. Vengeance that comes with a great battle. This arc has brought a lot of great things to the series, such as better animation, better story, and better character development so far. Goku Black wants vengeance for their crimes on the gods that they have committed. Crimes such as time traveling in Trunks' case, and Goku's sin of being too charismatic with the gods and finding strength that matches theirs. It is highly interesting also seeing two sides of the same character living at the same time, since both Zamasu and Goku Black are the same being existing in the same time, but as two separate beings. It is a rare time that we get to see development like this in the Dragon Ball franchise. We are also given all of his background information, and through time travel have seen his character develop over the whole arc, bringing more emotion behind his character. We are emotionally attached, and it is interesting since Goku Black is Zamasu in Goku's body. His new Saiyan blood makes him love the fight and earn for more strength. This opposing the immortal Zamasu, who is interested more in getting the plan fulfilled. Goku Black's Saiyan blood helps him unlock his true potential of Super Saiyan Rose, so he can beat down the inferior Saiyan gods. It is real interesting that Zamasu chose the body of Goku to use. He chose the body that in one life stood for justice and peace for all, and is using it to create his own justice. His characters also brought back something to the franchise that a lot of the community has wanted to see, especially myself: fusion. A new merged Zamasu fights and proves to be too much for Goku, Trunks, and Vegeta. This leads to the next level of Saiyan power in the form of Vegito. Goku Black has brought everything to the table that I want to see in a Dragon Ball villain. He makes me feel for the character and makes me question my wishes for him to be destroyed. He has a deep story that isn't all rooted in hate but ends in it. He brings a new transformation which I'm always ready to see, and he's just such a good bad guy. I cannot wait to see what happens in the rest of this arc, and I hope they come up with a good way to end this character's existence so he goes down in infamy. I hope I was able to show you and portray some of the reasons why Goku Black is my favorite villain in the series, and I want to thank you guys for watching and remind you to comment so that we can have Dragon Ball talks in the comments, and I want you to subscribe if you want to see more content in the future. I hope to see you guys next time on Talk Dragon Ball.